Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we just got 10 new cards that are for Sun God, the new Merrick themed archetype, debuting in October's Immortal Phoenix, and judging by the cover, right, it's definitely gonna be centered around Wind Dragon of Ra. So let's see what these cards are about. So they are 10 cards, okay? So the first one, oh my god, Hellpalmer. Oh my god, this card, the OG one, is super freaking based. It was like, if it was destroyed, you can just hand loop a card from your hand. It was a very, very crazy card, but yeah, let's see what this card does. So it's a level 5 Dark Fiend effect monster, okay? Attack 2000, defense 14. You can only use this card's name first, second, and third effect once per turn each. The first effect, you can discard one other card, special summon this card from your hand. That's fantastic, okay? The second effect of this card is special summon. You can add one Sun God card from your deck to your hand, except itself. Then if your opponent's life points are at least 2000 higher than yours, you can discard one random card from their hand. Damn, this second effect is actually, wow, disgusting. Wait, so if you use, I don't know, if you use 2 Upstart Goblins, they are, so your opponent has 2k more life points than you, you can just special summon the Hellpalmer, add a Sun God card, and then hand loop a card from your opponent's hand. That's actually kind of busted, okay? And the third effect, during the end phase, if Immortal Sun God was sent to the graveyard, to your graveyard this turn, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. And it also recycles itself. Okay, that's this first card is already fan-freaking-tastic, okay? Let's see the second card. So this one is Makiora. Oh my god, they are just retraining the older version of, they're just retraining the older cards, like the other day we saw the Zambira, the Gilfer. Yeah, that's so freaking cool. But yeah, let's see what this new Makiora does. So it's the Sun God's Destructor Makiora, and it's a level 4 Dark Warrior effect monster, attack 16, defense 12. You can only use this card's name first and second effect once per turn each, okay? So it has 2 effects. And the first effect of this card is normal or special summon, or send from the hand or field to the graveyard. So basically this triggers from anywhere except if it was sent from the deck, okay? That's interesting. You can set one Sun God spell or trap from your hand or deck. If it is a quick play spell or a trap, it can be activated this turn. Fantastic. It kept the original Makiora effect, but only for the Sun God archetype. Fantastic. And the second effect, during the end phase, if Immortal Sun God was sent to a graveyard this turn, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so this one also, like Hellpalmer, recycled themselves. That's fantastic. Let's see the third card. Okay, so this one is Gilgard. Okay, this one is also from the anime, and it's a Sun God's Terror Machine Gilgard. It's a level 4 Dark Fiend effect monster. Attack 18, defense 12, so basically the Infernity Archfiend stats. Crazy. But yeah, you can only use the first, second, and third effect once per turn each. The first effect, if you control a Sun God card, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, that's fantastic. So it's a great extender. So basically any Sun God, so if you have any Sun God card on the field, you can just special summon this. Fantastic. The second effect, you contribute this card, then send one other card in the graveyard. The second effect, you contribute this card, then target one other card in either graveyard. Send one Sun God card from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, place the targeted card on the bottom of the deck. That's also really good, because both of these so far recycled themselves, so that's basically like you're just getting resources back. That's fantastic. And the third effect is probably that it can recycle itself, right? Yeah, it can recycle. And yeah, it can recycle itself if Immortal Sun God is sent to the graveyard. Yeah, you can just add it back from your graveyard to your hand. That's also fantastic. So all of these 3 so far are really good cards. Let's see the fourth card. Okay, this one is the Visor Deathshock. This is also a anime card. And the OG monster was also kind of scary, but this one is even more scary. What the fuck is going on there? But yeah, let's see what this card does. So it's Sun God's Torture Device, Visor Death Shock, and it's a level 4 Dark Fiend effect monster, attack 800, defense 12. You can only use this. You can only use the first and third effect once per turn each of this card. So it has 1, 2, 3 effects. Okay, so the first effect, if a monster or monsters is sent to your opponent's graveyard and you control a Sun God card, even during the damage step, you can spare some this card from your hand, and if you do, return one other card on the field to the hand extra deck, and if you do, inflict 800 points of damage to your opponent. Fantastic first effect. So it's basically like a hand trap. Okay, decent. The second effect, cannot be destroyed by battle. That's also good. The third effect is the same, right? Yeah, so it can reoccur itself. So all of these so far can reoccur itself during the end phase, which is very, very good, because that means that you cannot really run out of resources, which is fantastic. Okay, let's see the next card. Okay, so Ra has a fusion and it's a overframe. Oh my god, what the hell? Look at it. Oh my god, wow, this artwork is fierce. Oh my god, let's see what it does. Oh my god, I'm super freaking hyped. Holy shit, Ra actually got a fusion. Okay, so this one is Sun God of Darkness, the Winged Dragon of Ra, and it's a level 10 Divine Beast fusion effect monster, attack question mark, defense question mark. The requirements are the Winged Dragon of Ra plus 3 Sun God monsters. Okay, so basically you need 4 monsters to make this. Okay, so hopefully it's worth it. So it has 3 effects. So the first effect, unaffected by other cards' effects. That's already fantastic. So it's a towers. Okay. The second effect, once per turn during the main phase, quick effect. You can discard any number of Sun God cards, then choose that many of your opponent's occupied main monster zones. Your opponent sends the monsters in those zones to the graveyard. Okay, that's also fantastic. Wow, that's fantastic, because all of these cards so far reoccur themselves, so that means that you will always have cards to discard with the second effect of the Winged Dragon of Ra. Fantastic. And the third effect, when an attack is declared involving this card, you can pay life points so that you can only have 1 left. This card gains attack and defense equal to the amount of life points paid, and the total attack of all Sun God monsters currently in your graveyard. Wait. Are these big? So 818, so that's 26, that's 42. So Ra, by this, can gain 7200 attack. Okay, that's actually a lot, because that means that if you have 8k, right, life points, you can pay 799 life points, and also gain. So you gain. So that means that you can pay 799 life points, and also add another 7k more attack to it. So this can basically get to like 15k. And it's a towers, by the way, and it's a interruption during both players' turns. Wow, this Ra is actually broken. I cannot believe that I'm saying that this Ra is actually a very, very broken card. It does need a lot of setup, but when you get this card out, your opponent is definitely gonna struggle with this card, because it's gonna be very, very hard to out this card. Wow, this card is busted. Okay, let's see the next card. Yeah, the overframe is also crazy. Okay, so whoa, the Lava Golem fusion. Okay, so this one is also the Sun God's Steel Cage Lava Golem, and it's a level 8 Fire Fiend fusion effect monster, attack 3k, defense 25, and requirements are the 1 Sun God monster you control plus 2 face-up monsters on the field. So basically it's a Lava Golem plus any Sun God monster. That's fantastic. So cannot be used as fusion material, but must be either fusion summon or special summon from your extra deck to your opponent's main monster zone by sending the above cards from either from either field to the graveyard. If you summon it with the second method, you can only special summon it once. You can only special summon this card once for the rest of this turn. You can only use special summon the Sun God, Steel Cage, the Lava Golem once per turn this way, no matter which method you use. Okay, so it's basically like a Lava Golem, but you also don't have to have it in your hand now. So basically, if you have a Sun God monster on the field and 2 monsters your opponent controls, you can just get this fusion out of your extra deck. Wow. Okay. And once per turn during your standby phase, and this effect once per turn during your standby phase, take 1000 points of damage. Wow, so it's basically like a Lava Golem, but in a extra deck form. Interesting, very, very interesting. Okay, so this one is the Immortal Sun God. So the whole deck is centered around this card. So let's see what it does. So it's a quick play spell, and you can only use this card's name first and second effect once per turn each. So the first effect, special summon Winged Dragon of Ra monster from your graveyard or banishment. Okay, ignoring its summoning conditions. That's fantastic. Then if it is the Winged Dragon of Ra, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, you can special summon Winged Dragon of Ra monster from your extra deck. So this means that if you have a Winged Dragon of Ra in your graveyard or banishment, you can just freely special summon the Sun God of Darkness. That's busted. Wow. Okay, send any monster summoned by this effect to the graveyard during the end phase. Okay, that's also good, but does the Immortal Sun God affect the fusion, by the way? Because it's unaffected by other card effects. I don't think so. But if it does, that makes this card a little bit worse, but I wouldn't really say that it would affect this Winged Dragon of Ra because it's a towers, but okay. That's the first effect, that's very broken. And the second effect, during your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can discard 1 Sun God card, add this card to your hand. You can always recur this card, and when you send this card to the graveyard, you can recur all of these 4 monsters. So basically you'll have 4 Sun God. So basically you'll have 4 Sun God cards in your hand, of which you can just discard 1 of them, add this card to your hand, and use this effect every single turn. Okay, that's busted actually. Wow, this card is probably the best card in the archetype. Wow. Okay, the next card. So this one is the Sun God leading down into the darkness, and it's a continuous spell. Activate this card by sending 1 Winged Dragon of Ra monster from your hand, deck, or face up to the graveyard. Wait, so this is just for cost? Okay, you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. Okay, so the first effect during your main phase, if this card was activated this turn, you can add 1 Sun God monster from your deck to your hand. Oh my god, this is busted. Not only does this card send a Winged Dragon of Ra from your deck, hand, field, anywhere for cost, it's also a Rota. Okay, that's busted. And the second effect, if a monster or monsters is destroyed by battle, inflict damage to its controller equal to the original attack. Then if you have the Winged Dragon of Ra in your graveyard, you can gain 1000 life points. Okay, that's good, but I think that the first effect is so much better. But yeah, this card is definitely a 3-off. Wow, really, really good card. Next up, it's a trap. Okay, ooh, we have 2 traps actually. Yeah, ooh, and a... What the hell? So this one is the alternative artwork of the Immortal Phoenix. Wow. Wow, this artwork is crazy good. Wow, okay, Konami, you're absolutely stepping it up. Wow, this is a crazy artwork. Okay, let's see the 2 remaining traps. So this one is the Sun God Domination, and it's a normal trap. Okay, it has Harpies in the artwork. Okay, so you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. The first effect, if the Winged Dragon of Ra monster is on the field, apply these effects in the sequence. Okay, so special 1 monster from each graveyard to your field. And if the Winged Dragon of Ra is on the field, take control of all monsters your opponent controls. Well, what? Wait. So you can use both of these effects if you have a Winged Dragon of Ra on the field. Winged Dragon of Ra monster, actually. So you don't have to special summon, so you don't have to have a Winged Dragon of Ra, the OG one. So if you have the fusion, right? The Winged Dragon of Ra, the fusion one, you can just use this trap to special summon a monster from each graveyard to your field, and also have a Snatch Steal for like what? And also have Snatch Steal for 2-3 monsters for all monsters your opponent controls. That's busted. Wow, this trap is crazy already. And the second effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard and tribute one to Winged Dragon of Ra monster, gain life points equal to its attack it had on the field. Wow. Wow, wait. So if you have the fusion Winged Dragon of Ra, it will have 15k attack, right? You can just use the trap, tribute it off the field, right, to the graveyard, and gain 1500 life points. Yeah, so you paid 7,099 and you'll be gaining 15k. Yeah, that's definitely a plus. Wow. Okay, the Sun God Domination is definitely a really crazy card. Okay, let's see the second trap. Okay, this is actually, wow, this is Slifer, but in the Reflector Slime, basically. Wow, so this is Slifer, but it's a Reflector Slime or something like that. So this one is called the Sun God's Protector, Egyptian God Slime. Yeah, Egyptian God Slime, yeah. So it's a continuous trap. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Special summon this card in defense position, and as an effect monster, Aqua Water level 10, 3k the attack, 3k attack. The OG God Slime, the OG Egyptian God Slime, had only 3000 attack and had only 3000 defense and 0 attack. This one has 3k and 3k. Wow. It is also still a trap, okay, with these effects. And if it is special summon, you can add one Sun God from your deck to your hand. Then if it is a monster and this is your opponent's turn, you can special summon it. Wow, so this basically is a combo starter. Fantastic. Okay, and also it cannot be destroyed by card effects. So yeah, that's why I was worried, because when I saw that it's a trap, meaning that if your opponent uses a simple MST, they can just pop this card, but not anymore, because it cannot be destroyed by card effects. Wow, so what does this mean is that you can add one Sun God card from your deck to your hand. You can basically add, I don't know, you can add any of these. You can add the Hellplymer to loop a card from your opponent. You can summon the Makiora to set a Sun God spell or trap that can be activated this turn. So meaning that you can special summon this, set the Immortal Sun God, use this effect to special summon the Winged Dragon of Ra, the fusion version, and then you can discard any number of Sun God cards to send those monsters to the graveyard. Wow, this archetype is definitely very promising. Wow. And it's 10 cards. Yeah, these cards are very strong. Wow, every single one of these cards are crazy, and I really like the artwork. Wow, this overframe is crazy. But yeah, that's it gonna be for this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon, and goodbye.